It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guy's. Because you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep it.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And looking to throw, Penix. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Jones on the return. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we
go.
49-yard line.
Right. Stop.
They will toss to Brown. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll get this complete to the rookie 1st-round pick. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. James Pierce. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's get set. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Evan McPherson for the Bengals field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
This defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
You talk about this Bengals defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot. I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They are going for it. Penix working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, set. 70 line, Panther Street, Panther Street.
Robinson up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. Now 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll go play action here with Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Less than a yard.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down. A gain of 3 on the play. And the Falcon first down.
Looking to throw, Penix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Check. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Falcon.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have regained the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hot. 180. Nice hot. 11 Thomas.
Check.
Now it's Burrow. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. To the air, Penix. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Penix. And that's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 32 yards. And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Bengals 10.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
inside the 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
the goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Able to push his way through. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll throw with Penix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Fair catch.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Right side.
Burrow will throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. 180.
Now Burrow. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to about calming down, taking it easy, and get a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Can.
Now it's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 11.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Up the middle they go. Clifford trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit. The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Oh, the return is Jones. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
1-1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Third down, here's Brown. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's get set.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Gun. Stop. Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 2nd down in the yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons 1st down as he'll get this up to midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. They're looking to throw. Penix. Caught by London. A solid stiff arm. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, Clifford. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. On target to his man, Likely. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Check. Here we go. Street. 70 Timberwolf. Say, hey. Hey, smash Bronco.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll set up to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Check, 19, 18. Ready,
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They are going for it. Penix. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Whoa! Gun.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
11 mighty.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Running right, here's Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
For the 2-point conversion.
What is that? 11.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll have starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Clifford. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. To the air, Penix. This pass is caught by London. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
11 MT.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Still going. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Bengals use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing again, Penix. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Penix's pass intercepted.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it
across the 25.
Line one, ready?
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 11, right 80. Right 80.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they've got to feel good about